Welcome. Kai Sopeka Saranina Nemakasiki to another wonderful transmission. Sai Kesaranina Nemakasatiki Nemaka. May you receive what you're meant to receive. Soy Tepaka Saranina Nemakasatiki. May your being remember something through the transmission. Sai Tekasaranina Nemaka. May something be activated through this. In this space. Soy te pake sarenina ne makasa te kina naka. From the space in between words. Sai ke sarenina ne makasa retia ke sa. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. One more time, deep inhale. Hold the breath and just relax the muscles of the body. Hold the breath and give thanks. Give thanks. And exhale. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So today's episode is about a monthly tip for you as you are going through this wonderful journey of spiritual awakening. The tip I have for you is to connect with your ancestors. And let me just share a little bit of my story. This is not something I used to think about, especially as a kid, as a teenager, as a young adult. Definitely not. The deeper I got in reconnecting with my roots, the more I realized, wow, I wouldn't be having this experience had it not been because of my ancestors. And because of every single woman and every single man that is in my lineage, that I might even not know that they had existed. But if one of them were different, if somehow, somewhere, we could actually pinpoint something and take one ancestor out, I wouldn't be here. And I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. Could you imagine everything that one of your ancestors had to do, that all your ancestors had to do for you to be here present, right? For your parents to be here if they're still present in physical form. But just in general, there's so much that happens behind the scenes that at times we're not aware of that. And at times, because we're not aware of that, how can we actually give thanks to that? And so I invite you this month to, and also inviting into the beginning of the new month, right? So towards the end of July, the beginning of August, to really connect with that part of yourself, to perhaps sit, and if you like to journal about these things, even if you don't have the perfect relationship with your parents, with your siblings, with your lineage, that doesn't mean that there was no love passing through that for you. That doesn't mean that your ancestors in ether form are not around supporting you and loving you and sharing all the wisdom through the ethers for you, through you. So I invite you really to sit and to think about how life could have been different if one of them hadn't happened. And maybe, again, just like I feel, I wouldn't be here having this experience had it not been because, and for all of them. So then through that space, and you can begin to really feel their presence and ask them for support. Ask them for support. Again, even if something so intense has happened in your lineage, right? We all have that intensity in our lineage. All of us. And it is because of traumatic events that we block most of the time joy, happiness, and all those memories that can really take us back into our lineage, into being in the present moment and enjoy the present moment. And so really thinking and feeling, how could I honor that? How could I honor that in me, right? If you were born in a country where you no longer live and you no longer reside, how can you honor also that one land, the ancestors of this land that has been holding you for a long as you have lived there, and at the same time still connecting you to your roots? And if you still live in the land that you were born, How can you connect more with that? I tell you what I do. Every morning after getting up, I put some coconut oil in my mouth and I do oil pulling, and I go outside and I place my feet on the grass and my hands and I connect with the land. And I give thanks to the land that has been holding me through this transformation here in Lawrence, Kansas, and the ancestors, the keepers of this land, for guiding me, for helping me and witnessing my transformation here. And if there's anything that I need to know in order to make this place better than when I came, then I ask them to do so. I give thanks to my brothers in the form of trees that are outside, Mother Earth and Father Sun, and all the elements. And for me, it's a beautiful way of remembering that yes, I'm having this human experience, but then everything around me is divine. Everything around me is so precious and it's alive. And as I do that, I connect even deeper when I go to meditation practice after that. So perhaps that could resonate with you, maybe not, who knows, right? And also, I invite you to dedicate your practices to your ancestors. Today is actually my birthday, 38 years around the sun. I'm recording this on July 23rd. And when I woke up, I was like, wow, thank you. I actually heard my grandma singing the song that she will sing to me every morning. She will go up. We lived in a kind of like an apartment complex, but the whole complex is our family. And she lived on the first floor. I lived on the third floor with my parents and my brother. She will come up to the third floor in the morning before I will wake up, and then she will wake me up singing the song. And it brought so much joy to me. It's something that in a way I had forgotten. And then I was just giving so much thanks for having this experience, for being alive, honestly, for being alive, for doing what I do, for having the people in my life that I do. And then I dedicated my practice to all my ancestors. And it was something so powerful, honestly. And the first time that I actually dedicated my practice to all of them, not just naming one particular being, but like all of them, infinite. Back to like the first woman, right? Back to the first man, and even beyond that. So that can really bring a lot of peace as you're transforming, feeling that support, right? At times we can be so like, where is this physical thing that I can hold so I can feel that it's actually real? What if the one thing or things that must hold you for you to feel real is not physical, right? And so just so many things to sit with, so many things to sit with, which is something that has really helped me throughout my journey to feel grateful. And at the same time to know, right, so many things happened. Billions upon billions of things happened for me to be here, have this experience. Whether it's a part that is still being transformed, maybe an experience where I'm still in the woman transformation and then it's like exploding into being a more elevated version of myself, if you will. Or maybe it's just a really blissful moment that I'm going through. No matter what the moments are, they all made a difference in my life. They all made a difference so I could be here, so I could speak here, so I could do what I do. And they all trusted me. They all trusted me. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? I invite you to imagine, if you can close your eyes, just the grid of every single ancestor in their stories, their pains, their tears, their bliss, their joy, their laughter. That was created, that was weaved for you to come here. And then the trust, as they were weaving the space for you to come through, they knew, the infinite knew They're part of the infinite. They knew you were coming. And they knew that you were going to do what you're doing at this moment in time. That will bring so much peace to them and to your lineage, to your person on the planet, and the ones there's coming. There's always a master plan behind the scenes, even at times when we cannot see that. And trusting that master plan, trusting my ancestors, has really been so big in my life, especially through my awakening process. So I invite you, sister, I invite you, brother, to sit with that. Maybe journal again if that is something that you feel called to. Maybe dance, maybe sing, maybe just be in stillness. Maybe even cook, right? Cook something that they really love to eat. And give thanks. Give thanks to the land that birthed you. Give thanks to the land that holds you. And then give thanks to your ancestors through you, the beautiful portal, the beautiful concoction of ancestry that you are. Give so much thanks. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Gracias, Sulpaiki. I'll see you next time. Ciao, please.